must say that this conference, as in the unique style of FEMIS, is confirming to be a very efficient and totally successful formula, which is combining the presentation of a scientific paper, but always at the service of policy analysis. So it's a very good balance of panel in which there are a lot of policy analysis, but supported by thematic session in which we analyze research with research tools, methodologies that are very robust, but always trying to achieve a policy message and convey it to policymakers. So the very important effort of this FEMIS conference this year as well is to provide us something that is beyond the economic analysis. It's trying to really get the real issue and trying to really provide solutions for them, with which are accessible to policymakers, to any international institution responsible, and actors at the supranational level in many different international organizations that were part of this conference in the different panels. So there is a very rich range of different people, with very young researchers and top champion of very important institution like was Mohammed, Professor Mohammed. And I think that, as for my experience, that the key word of this conference were global value chain, digitalization, youth empowerment, and also sustainable development goals. This is the real final goal of the conference. And so I think it was very important to me, because the global value chain conference in economics are now quite popular and very much a sort of inflation of this. But here the global value chain was treated in a very different way, with the look to what is the real aim, what is the impact that this can have on this very forefront, crucial issue that are digitalization, but especially environmental and sustainability of this global value chain. So the idea was that the economic upgrading, the economic activities, market empowerment, and participation, integration into market is important, but not as much as was evident in the conference. It must be the achievement of these important goals that probably we can somehow overlook, because we are almost always not as academic in economics talking about economics, and forgetting a little bit the side of social upgrading and important achievement of also climate goal and sustainability in terms of environment and in terms of social activity. So I'm very happy to have been part of this conference, to have followed the thematic session, but also I was very much enriched by the panel session that was really providing some analysis very deep on global value chain, and very much providing a new vision of how global value chain needs to be put into the analysis of our important partnership, Euromed partnership, because it was quite evident that these partnership association agreement were not thought in that direction. There were no global value chain at that time. So we have learned from the panel session that was coordinated by Maryse Louise that really what is important now is to think of global value chain as a new problem, at the same time opportunity. So the risk of global value chain, but also the opportunities needs to be properly analyzed. And we need to have a new vision of our association agreement engagement, and a new policy to address what are the really important missing link in our policies of integration, that are not always addressing deep integration, but more like economic market integration of trade without really going farther. So service liberalization and integration, migration flows, other issues that are related to having evidence of policy, green policy together, and many aspects have been considered and have been a really richful evidence that was provided over these different panel to how to rethink and redesign policies, also in other important fields like labor market. So everything was really trying to address the critical situation while considering the policy tools that we need to redesign. So I think a new paradigm is going on, and we need to work for that new knowledge. Thank you very much.